is up, everyone? It's Trolling Carnage bringing you guys another entertainment video. I hope you guys are ready for this video. Going to jail life, and how was it, and is it good or was it bad? I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's not good. It wasn't fun at all. I hope you guys don't go through that, and then I hope you guys learn from my mistakes not to go through that. I hope you guys just stay home and shit and realize that your conscience, or when you guys are in that moment about a fuck up, hope your conscience kicks in and tells you don't do it, don't be stupid. And I hope you guys remember, be safe at all times, and think about it twice before doing something. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright. What is up, everyone? It's Trolling Carnage bringing you guys another entertainment video. Now in this video I'm gonna talk about jail and how is it, my personal experience on it, and I don't like it, and I hope you guys don't go ever to jail, because I know you guys won't like it. So let's get to it. So yeah, guys, so I went to jail, and it's crazy because they take you out of your comfort zone, and it's crazy because they make you shower with guys, they make you shit with guys, they make you eat with guys that you don't even know and shit. They make you do everything with guys and shit. Play, go to pool, go to school, go to the store. Now we'll get to that later, but I'll tell you guys right now, I didn't like it, and it took me out of my comfort zone because I don't like showing my body and shit. So it's crazy because when I went in, they told me shower, they checked me, they give me my clothes, some stupid ass used clothes and shit. Use everything is used in there. They don't even give you boxers, they give you underwears that's not even your size, but you have to wear it. And they give you shoes, they give you socks, they give you, like, the blanket is fucking whack. It's not fat, you know, it's thin as fuck, thin. And it's crazy because that's the thing I hated, because it was cold at night. And I remember one time I was in the boys' R because I got in there late. I went to jail in the middle of the night, so I had to go to the boys' R. And then when I went into the boys' R in the middle of the night, like at 3 or 4, I remember hearing gunshots, like crazy gunshots. And I went out to check to see if the staff were gonna see what was going on or run outside or something, you know, but they didn't give a fuck. So as I'm looking in the hallway, the guy across me is knocking on his little window, claiming his hood, and I claim my hood. And that's the thing about when you join a gang, you start knowing the hand signs of each gang, what belongs to what, and who is from who, which gang with hand signs. And it's crazy because I knew right off the back where was he from, and I can't say, but I told him where I was from, and he was cool with it. And next thing you know, the next day we went to eat breakfast. I didn't eat, and that's the thing about me. When I'm not comfortable somewhere, I don't take a shit, I don't eat, and that's it, you know. I don't eat, that's it. And it's crazy because the next day everybody was sitting down watching, which was Tarzan on the TV. That's what the staff put, and you had to watch whatever they put. And everybody was eating, and next you know, there was a crip in front of me and a crip behind me. The crip in front of me was tall as fuck, the crip behind me was short as fuck. And the crip in front of me that was tall as fuck tells the crip behind me where's he from. And they were both crips, and that's how I know they're crips, because they were both saying crip. And the crip behind me says, "Man, fuck you, homie," the crip in front of me. And the crip behind me told him, "Fuck your homie, that's why I fucked up your homie." The crip behind me tells the crip in front of me, my bad guys, the crip in front of me responds back like, "What you said, bitch?" And he got up and he literally jumped the bench to just sock the dude behind me. And I tripped out because I knew they were talking to each other, they were looking at each other, and they were cussing at each other. And the fool gets up and he decks him in the lip, and they start getting down, boom boom and everything. And the crib behind me starts getting up. He was still sitting down getting hits, and he gets up and he starts just straight giving them like straight up good socks and shit. And the staff noticed it, my bad. And the staff come running, and next you know, the staff it took like 3 staffs to take the big motherfucker out, and 1 staff to take the little guy out. But I tripped out because I was like, what? 2 crips getting down? I thought they all get along, you know? But it turns out they don't get along. Some crips don't get along with other crips, so that's how it goes. Anywho, and back to my story. It's crazy because after that, they sent me to where I was supposed to go, which was 12 years old and 11 years old kids, because that was my age. but it turns out that my height, it was a little bit taller than the 12-year-old and the 11-year-old kids. So I had to go with the 16s and 17, no, 15s and 16-year-old kids. There you go, 15 and 16s. So I went with the 15s, the 15 side, which was the G side. And as you know, the G side was where I went in, and the staff told me straight up, hey, look, if you ever get down or you ever in a situation where they rush you, you have all the right to defend yourself. Just when they rush you, you have the right to defend yourself, and you don't get in trouble. We will let it slide and punish the other kid. And I said, oh, okay, that's cool, that's fine with me. And then I went in, I was sitting down, and everybody was watching TV. And the first fool that hits me up is a black kid. That he hits me up, and he tells me where I'm from. I tell him, and then he disses my hood. I diss him back, and the next you know, a Hispanic kid turns around and he tells me where I'm from. Same thing. I diss him. He diss me. That's how it ended. The thing about juvenile hall is that they all just talk. There's no fights there. They're all gonna talk. They're just gonna talk. The only time that they will rush you is, I guarantee you, if there were like 3 to 4 or 5 enemies right there from the same gang. That's the only time. Other than that, if they're by themselves, they're not gonna do shit. They're just gonna talk out of their ass. And it's crazy because that same day I started finding out how it works in jail. How it works, what I mean by that is everything is on time, has to be by time. So you have a certain time to go to the restroom, certain time to shower, certain time to brush your teeth, certain time to eat, and you go to bed early as fuck. And you wake up early as fuck. You go to sleep at 6 and you wake up at 5 to shower. And then whatever time you don't, if you lag it to shower or take a shit or brush your teeth, if you do over the limit, they will take time out of your free time. And free time was watching TV, playing kickball outside. And that's the thing that I like about that, playing kickball. I never played kickball though. I will watch because everybody was like against me and shit. So what the fuck am I gonna play with enemies and shit? I'm not gonna peace treat it with no one. That's not what I was about. And so I was like, whatever, just fuck it. But I was here playing kickball. If it wasn't kickball, it was basketball. I was not really into basketball, so I was like, whatever, you know, I didn't mind. So after that, they had a store named L. Jones, and the reason why I found out about L. Jones store was because there was a chart on the bathroom that had everybody's names, and everybody had a points, and every month they would put that chart and to see how many points you got. And I said my name, and I had 300 points. Before waking up, you had to go to school because they have school in juvenile hall. I forgot about that. I forgot to tell you guys. There's school in juvenile hall, and it's crazy because we went to L. Jones store when I had 300 points, and the only thing I bought was a Gatorade. That's all I bought, a Gatorade, and I left that shit. And it turns out if you just waste a little bit, everything goes back to zero. So you have to waste everything, or else you just waste one thing and then it goes back to zero. So I was like, fuck it, I don't care, you know. I just drank a Gatorade. I was cool with it. And the thing is that now this is for all the people that don't bang and are not into gang related. You guys will get punked in jail. Believe it or not, you guys will get punked because there's gangs in there that like to punk on the non-gangsters. They will punk you, and I'm being straight up. They will punk you for food. I seen it. I seen this shit, and it will heat me up. But I couldn't do shit. But I would just tell the kid, just keep your head up, you know. Don't let them get in your head that much. And the rule about being in jail, you cannot be a rat. If you're a rat, nobody likes you. Everybody wants to kick your ass, and it's crazy because after that, I told him, you know, I would talk to him on the low key because I didn't want people to think that he was going to join my gang or be affiliated with my gang. So I was like, you know, I'm not going to talk to him a lot because I don't want him getting in trouble even more now that they're punking on him. And it's crazy because after that, more new people started coming in, and then out of the whole new people, one stand out the most. And that kid was from a gang that it's mandatory to kick his ass because that gang his gang does not pay taxes to the big boss, you know. I'm not gonna say that shit. I'm not talking about that, but his gang is the Green Light, and they're called, I don't want to talk about it. Fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it. They're called Maravilla Gang, and those motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck. You know, they don't give a fuck. They're not gonna pay nothing. They don't gotta pay shit. So that's why they got the green light. So when we see him, we have to mandatory kick his ass. And this motherfucker, the staff knew what he was about. I'm not saying he was hardcore and shit. I'm talking about where he was from. So that's why the staff separated him from the group where we were at, cause we were the gangs that we will kick his ass, cause it's mandatory to kick his ass. No one talked to him. No one really spoke to him. He will eat in his room. He didn't have free time because he was separated from us. And personally, he never told me nothing. I never told him nothing. So we never made eye contact. But I did knew him because we went to the same middle school. But I didn't want to talk to him because I knew where he was from. And the thing about me is that if you're my enemy, I don't talk to you, even though we went to school. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna peace street. Remember that. I always have that in my head. I'm never gonna peace street with people. And the thing about that kid is that he thought he was all hard and shit, but when he wasn't, because he was being, the staff were pretty much his bodyguards, because they knew that if the staff were not looking at him, we were all gonna fuck him up. Guarantee you, all hands down, we had to fuck him up. It's mandatory. It's not optional. It's mandatory to kick his ass just because of that gang. And then besides that, yeah, that kid, it's crazy because that kid, after that, I spent a month in juvenile hall. After that, I went to court. They told me that they were gonna let me out on a good behavior because I behaved good and I had no fights because no one was rushing me. And I was telling them, rush me. No one rushed me. So I had good shit. My grades were improving. Everything was improving. I had a good behavior and everything, like I said. And the judge was a bitch with me. He didn't like me. So he told me, I was gonna let you go, but I decided you haven't learned your lesson yet. So we're gonna put you on a camp facility still that is a little bit more freedom, but it's still jail. You know? And I was like, I couldn't say shit. I was 12 years old. I was like, okay. You know, she just going with the flow. And then I was pissed because I went to Malibu. If you guys remember that movie from The Rock and Exhibit from, what was it, Great Iron Gang? You know that movie where Kilpatrick? Okay, in Kilpatrick, there's two camps. There's Kilpatrick, and then there's Camp Miller. Camp Miller was a camp that I was in. In the beginning of the movie, they zoom in, like, it's going, like, if it's approaching, the camera's approaching the camp Kilpatrick. So the camp in front of it is the one I was in. And that's another story if you guys want to hear it. That one is okay. I enjoy it. It was a good time in Camp Miller. I had a lot of juice. And but the main thing why I skipped some of the story what happened in juvenile hall is because it was too long and it was pretty pointless, because it's about me talking about, well, I talked about the main things. I didn't talk about the stupid things that happened. What I mean by stupid is pretty much nothing happened other than what I just told you, which is the main things. And yeah, guys, in juvenile hall, it's not a fun place. It takes you out of your comfort zone. It's crazy as fuck. I hope you guys understand and learn something from these videos that I'm telling you, that what I went through, that hopefully you guys don't go through. Hopefully you guys think about it twice before doing something or thinking of something stupid to do with your life. Think it twice, because remember, juvenile hall or county or prison, it's not a fun place. You everybody times you. You're on you're like a dog, you know, on a dog pound. That's what you are, a dog pound. And yeah, guys, if you guys enjoy these videos, what I'm making, what I'm telling you guys from my life story, if you guys enjoy it, please share it, please like it, and comment below. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. What was your crazy moments of your life, or something that crazy that happened in your life and shit. Let me know, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.